Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot forecast for November 16th through 30th. The messages that come through may resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or your north node. And happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. I hope that your birthdays are absolutely magical and that your new solar years are filled with prosperity and abundance. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me or a new solar year reading for your birthday, links will be listed below. But let's get right into this, Scorpio. And through this time frame, we are going through Mercury retrograde back into Scorpio. Okay, so things may be coming back from the past during these last couple of weeks of November, because Mercury goes retrograde on November 9th in Sagittarius, and then on the 18th it's going to move back into Scorpio, and will be there retrograde until the 29th of November. Okay, so you guys are really going to be feeling that retrograde energy, and we're having the Scorpio new moon on the 19th. So you guys are being activated and energized. All right, you've got Venus with love coming through, and Venus moved in to Scorpio on November 9th, okay? And it's going to be there until the 29th of November, all right? So you've got Venus really elevating you guys the 16th through the 30th. And that means your divine feminine energy is being activated. Your intuition is stronger. Your creativity is stronger. Your empath ability is stronger. What you're feeling, what you're picking up on about other people, you are 100% on the money, Scorpio. And you are feeling things on a much, much bigger scale. The feelings that other people have for you, whether for the good or the bad, you're going to be picking up on that, okay? And if somebody is trying to gaslight you or lie or beat around the bush, you're going to see right through them. Really, really trust your intuition, and any sort of creative endeavor or idea that you have, follow through on it the 16th through the 30th. Okay, but you're being ignited in your divine feminine energy. And, you know, with this Mercury retrograde also moving through Scorpio, you could really be evaluating past relationships, coming into healing, coming into clarity, coming into understanding, finally. And for some Scorpios, there's people that are coming back in from the past, okay, feeling their love for you. Doesn't mean you're interested, but they're thinking about you. Right, so new direction. Look at that butterfly totem with allow change. And desert bones, time to move on. Scorpio, this is a time for healing, okay? Really getting over things of the past for you. And look at what's on the bottom. Penguin with soul bond, okay? You are moving in a new direction away from who you once thought you were supposed to be with, who you were wanting, who you were waiting around for. Is different for all of you. But some of you, this is about romance, and you're finally moving on from somebody, okay? Or if you broke up a while ago and you've just been struggling to heal, you're really coming into that healed energy now, because you've got new direction, because you're changing and it's time to move on. You're letting go. For other Scorpios, this isn't about a romance. This is about, you know, a crossroads in your life. where you're currently at, and you've been going through it and you've been in the struggle. But now these last 2 weeks of November is really bringing about change within you. You're going to start doing something differently, all right? And you're going to go in a new direction. And what I'm getting is, if you're trying to move and you're looking to move into like a very specific area and nothing's working out, like you're not finding a place, it might be better to look at like the surrounding areas. Like the surrounding areas you would be happier in than in that direct spot that you were searching for originally. Like that's what I'm getting. Just very personal message for somebody that's trying to move into like a specific area and you're not having the best of luck at that. It's like you're being blocked for a reason, and it's for your own divine protection and happiness. Okay? And the rest of you, you're moving on from a relationship or from just troubled energies of the past. And Venus is love and healing. All right? So there's love and healing that's filling your heart space. All right, you're going to have a breakthrough with the sprout. This new direction leads to a breakthrough and changes coming out of heavy emotions. A breakthrough of that attached to the past there, and was totem mistake. Okay, Scorpio, you did not make any mistake by staying, around somebody for as long as you did, loving them, being there, or any choices that you've made. Maybe you've been really hard on yourself, thinking if I would have done things different, or if I would have made a different choice, or if I was better at this, or if I had more of that, then none of this would ever happen. And you're really coming out of any sort of thinking like that and the heavy emotions attached. You are going to receive some deep healing with Venus moving through Scorpio, as well as this Mercury retrograde moving through Scorpio. It's bringing you guys a lot of healing, and it's allowing transformation out of pain and heartache and guilt and shame, and allowing you to move in a new direction, which creates a big time breakthrough. All right? And you're leaving the past behind. You're moving on. You're moving forward. And getting the understanding you need to let the past go, to let somebody go. Okay, the High Priestess, inner voice. So intuition, strong, on point. Two of Cups around relationships. And this is what could be hard, is even if you're separated from somebody, you're still really feeling them, Scorpio. And somebody could be coming back. And through them coming back, you're realizing that you have healed and you're over them and you've moved on and you're not interested. Even if prior to that happening, you're thinking, if, I ever talk to this person again, I want to be with them again, or I want to be friends with them again. When the moment comes, you're going to realize you don't, because who you remember them to be is no longer who they are. There's a lot that's changed about them. And it's not saying that they're this really great person now. It's not about good or bad. It's they've changed. They're not who you remember them to be, okay? And you still feel them, and so it can be very hard to let go, to walk away, to move on, to move forward, because you feel their emotions. You understand them better than maybe they even understand themselves, okay? But you're done. It's over. You're being moved in a new direction. because that means there's new energy coming in. Okay, and for the rest of you, where this is more just about life circumstances that you've been struggling against, it's like energies are finally coming together for you, and you need to really follow through on your intuition. Seven of Swords, deceit. So somebody wants to make it right with you from what they've done in the past. They want to try to mend those bridges. But you've grown. Scorpio, you're different too. You're not the same, they're not the same. And you've raised in frequency where they may have just did a lateral or they've downgraded. You're different now. And you seeing them or you interacting with them or talking to them again allows you to see that firsthand, and you're like, oh wow, I have no interest anymore. King of Swords, knowledge. See, you have grown wiser and stronger for your travels, for everything that you've gone through. And some of you, this is an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For my Scorpios, where this is somebody trying to come back in, they may have really hurt you. They may have lied. Some sort of betrayal with the Seven of Swords, which made you feel very low about yourself. And you've healed that. You've healed that connection with yourself. And that's why you no longer need their validation. And you've changed, and you're looking at them through this higher vibrational version of you, and you're seeing how they are not the best person for you anymore. If this was a friend, you're like, you know what, we know we're never going to be close again. If this is a romance, you may have thought this was really your person, but through these new eyes, this different version of you, you don't want that anymore. You're really getting over the past, Scorpio, of somebody that hurt you, or just the way life circumstances played out was like the universe was against you, and you've been going down one path for so long and like clinging to what once was, trying to get back to that, like that would be your back to good space. But now you're having this beautiful awakening because Venus is moving through your sign, Mercury's retrograding through your sign, the sun is moving through your sign. Okay, you're being very activated, and it's allowing growth to take place and healing to take place. And now you're like, I don't want to go in that direction anymore. And you're very open to change. Yes, and look at that. Strength with bravery. You've grown. You're not the same person, Scorpio. And you're moving on, and you're letting go. Even if, you know, this went the other way around, where you feel like you really screwed something up, and you've just been beating yourself up for it. And if there were other people involved, friendship, family, or romance, and they haven't wanted anything to do with you, or they've been really cold to you, like punishing you over and over and over again for whatever happened, it's like you're finally letting yourself off the hook. You realize that you've grown and evolved from your past choices, and there's a strength about you, and you're like, you know what, I've paid for this. All right, I've put up with this, I've apologized, I've changed, I've done all I can do, and if you're still going to punish me for this, I'm out of here. I love you, I care, but I'm done. I'm not going to continually be abused for something that happened in the past when I have changed and grown as a person. And if it's where you've really been hard on yourself for something of the past, you're really letting that go as well. This is a powerful time for Scorpios. You're graduating. You're letting the past go. You're just being so healed and freed of it. And that could also come because somebody's trying to come back in and apologize. All right, the Hermit. Yeah, you've been on a journey, growing spiritually. The Chariot, also somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. Boom, all of a sudden, here they are with the Hermit and the Chariot. But you've been on a journey. You've been learning and growing. Now energy's coming together. Somebody wants to meet up with you. Four of Swords, but you're healed. You're over it. And this is somebody wanting to meet up with Scorpio to work things out. And look at, here's that. Now we got Queen of Swords. So we got King of Swords. Now we got Queen of Swords. And I feel that's your energy. Like, nope, sorry. I'm not interested anymore. You're very closed. You're very blocked. You're very icy to the past energies. Okay? You've moved on. You've moved forward. You realize that now. And if somebody wants to make it up to you, it's like too little, too late. I've moved on. And, you know, Jupiter is currently in Cancer. This is the card that represents Cancer in the tarot. And this Jupiter is about, you know, deeply spiritual stuff and blessings. And so the fact that the Chariot has come out, you've changed. You've grown. And you're not letting anybody hurt you anymore. You're like, absolutely not. For those of you where this involves another person, really strong air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also got Leo and Virgo energy, or Cancerian even, coming through. So Scorpio, love is filling your heart and healing your heart. And you're moving in a new direction. You realize it's over. The past is the past. And also this could be something in your present where you've just been fighting and fighting to keep something together, and you're just having these revelations that it can't be. It's too exhausting, and you're walking away. You're moving forward. You're making changes. You finally feel like you have the strength mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to make these changes. Whether you're walking from a relationship, a job, or some situation in your life, or just the past in general. So you're evolving, Scorpio, these last couple of weeks of November. You're evolving, you're being healed, you're moving on, you're moving forward. You have bigger fish to fry. Allow things to change. It's leading you to your highest good. And I do feel somebody wants to talk, Scorpio. They want to rebuild with you. And they, since we both have the King and Queen of Swords, it's like you and them both are really guarding yourself in communication. Even though they're trying to come back in, they're going to be very guarded because it's been a while with the Hermit. They don't know how you will receive them, but they have a genuine desire to heal, to work things out with you. At least that's their motivation in trying to come back in, okay? Intentions can change over time, but that's why they're initially coming back in. Some of you, this is even like an old boss or old company that you worked for is reaching out to you, trying to get you to come back. And they maybe even fired you. And now they're like, hey, we were wrong. Okay, so intuition just flipped. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. And so that flipped. That's something that Spirit wants you to know about for November 16th through 30th. All right, Scorpio. So those are your messages. All right. Again, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, links will be listed below. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.